Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Grim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Nityananda Maham Nomi Sarvananda Karamparam Harinama Pradam Devam Avaduta Shiromanim Ananda Lila Maya Vigrahaya Hemamba Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprem Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kantan Mastute Bancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Brahmaji, in his samadhi, he was trying to identify which are the real coward boys, and then he was just trying to meditate on what's happening in his trance. He was trying to figure out. At that very time, something happened. Tavat sarve vatsapala pashyato ajasya tadakshanat vyadrushyanta ghana shama pita kaushaya vasasa. While Brahma was contemplating, all the calves and the cowherd boys immediately transformed into Vishnu Murtis. And each of them, they had a bluish complexion and they were wearing yellow garments. Brahma was contemplating on his power and he was trying to contemplate on the power of Krishna. But before he could come to the conclusion, he saw this amazing thing, that all of the cowherd boys and all of the calves, they are transformed into Vishnu Murtis. And he's seeing this beautiful forms of the Lord. Chaturbhuja Shankha Chakra Gada Rajiva Panaya Kiritina Kundalino Harino Vanamalina. All those personalities which Brahma was seeing, they had 4 arms. And each of them were holding conch shell, disc, mace and lotus flowers in their hands. They were wearing a helmet on their heads. They had earrings in their ears and they had a fresh garland flowers from the forest. And then Brahma also saw very carefully Srivatsa Anga Doratna Kambu Kankana Panaya Nupure Katakair Bhita Kati Sutrang Gulai Kaya. Brahma saw that on the upper portion, on the right side of the chest of the Lord, there was an emblem of goddess of fortune. Then he saw that each of the Vishnu forms were wearing armlets on their arms. They were wearing Kaustuba gem around their neck, and they were wearing bracelets. They were wearing bangles. They were wearing bangles on their ankles. They were wearing ornaments on their feet. They were wearing a sacred belt on their waist. And in this way, each and every Vishnu form appeared very, very beautiful. And Brahma was amazed when he was taking darshan of all of them. Srila Prabhupada writes that all of the Vishnu forms which Brahma was seeing, similar features a devotee also gets when one gets Sarupya Mukti. He also gets the same form of the Lord, except no Kaustuba gem and no Srivatsa Chinna is there on them. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that the form which Brahma was seeing, they were not the devotees, they were Vishnu Tattvas. And because why we can say that as sure, because we can see that Brahma is seeing the Kaustuba gem and Brahma is seeing the Srivatsa Chinna, so we can confirm that all of them were Vishnu Murtis and not the devotees of the Lord. Agami mastakam apurnas tulsi navadamabhi kaumale sarvagatreshu bhuri punyavada arpitai. Every part of the bodies of the Vishnu Murtis, right from the toes, lotus feet of the Lord, up to the lotus head of the Lord, all of them were covered with fresh tulsi. And so many devotees of the Lord were engaged in worshipping those Vishnu Murtis. Here the word Bhuri Punyavat Arpita is very significant. These forms of Vishnu were worshipped by those who had performed pious activities, Sukrutihi. It is said that when the result of one's pious activities for so many births is that one gets association of devotees. And the result of all the bad activities is that one gets association of non-devotees. So when one develops the Sukruti, when one has that Sukruti of coming in the association of devotees, what happens? When one comes in the association of sadhus, then they hear Krishna Katha. Shravanam Kirtanam, they hear the glories of the Lord, they hear about the activities, pastimes, forms of the Lord, and thus they become devotees of the Lord. So, it is recommended that one should try to seek association of elevated devotees. In fact, one should every day pray to the Lord. If we see in Srimad Bhagavatam carefully, in so many prayers, the devotees are aspiring to seek association of pure devotees always. So many prayers if you see in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this should be our prayer also to the Supreme Lord every day. Oh Lord, please keep me always in the association of your Premi Bhaktas. When this is an everyday prayer, when you are sincerely hankering for that, for association of Premi Bhaktas, then gradually that prayer becomes condensed. And then one day that prayer will be converted to a cry, and then Krishna, and that crying will melt the heart of the Lord, and then Krishna will make arrangement that we are associating with Premi Bhaktas. So this is a process. So many places in Srimad Bhagavatam the devotees are praying, so we should also pray every day to seek association of such Premi Bhaktas of the Lord. So Brahma saw that those Vishnu forms were smiling, and which resembled the increasing light of the moon. Then Shukadeva Goswami is saying that Atmabhi stamba praitner murtir madbhischa characharair nritya gitade anekahai prutha gupasita. Brahma saw that all beings, the moving and the non-moving, all of them were engaged in the service of the Lord. He saw so many Brahmas, so many Lord Shiva there. In each individual Vishnu Murti, he saw Brahma, Shiva and all the living entities serving the Vishnu Murti. So Brahma is seeing so many other Brahmas and Shivas and everybody. And they were all dancing and singing the glories of the Lord. They are all doing Sankirtan. So there are two kinds of living entities. One moving and one non-moving. Trees, for example, are non-moving entities, and ant, for example, is very small creature, but it is a moving entity. So Brahma saw that right from Brahma to the smallest of the ants, whether it is moving or unmoving, they assumed various different forms and they were engaged in the service of these Vishnu Murtis. All the living entities, they are serving somebody or the other, but actually they are serving Krishna, but without knowledge. But example is given like a flower. As a flower in the bird gradually fructifies and yields its sweet aroma and its beauty, so a living entity without being Krishna conscious, he is serving everybody, he is helping everybody, but his real beauty, the real fragrance or real happiness a living entity will derive when one becomes Krishna conscious, then he will actually blossom like a flower. So Lord Brahma, he was seeing so many mystic potencies who were serving the Lord Vishnu Murtis. He saw the 24 elements of creation headed by Mahatattva serving the Vishnu Murtis. He saw the Kala, he saw the Swabhava, he saw the Samskara, Kama, Karma, the three gunas, and all of them they were serving in personification, they were serving the Vishnu Murtis. The Vishnu Murtis, Brahma could realize that all these Vishnu Murtis were transcendental, they were not ordinary, they were beyond this influence of time. So by this incident, Brahma was able to know how Krishna was maintaining the entire universe. He saw everything, how Krishna maintains, creates. He was convinced. So by the power of the Brahma, he was seeing, but now Brahma was unable to stand in front of them. He was not able to further see. Our Acharya is saying that he was getting more and more bewildered seeing the opulence of the Lord. By the power of the effulgence of those Vishnu Murtis, Lord Brahma, his 7 senses jolted by the astonishment, he was stunned. Our Acharya is saying that he is the Lord of Saraswati. But still, he was saying to himself, what am I seeing? Wow, it's so amazing. But he is saying, I am not able to figure out what is happening here. Thousands and thousands and lakhs of Vishnu Murtis, and I am seeing lakhs and lakhs of Brahma, Shiva, and so many other things. He was bewildered. He was not able to figure out. So he was thinking to himself, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that Brahma could not realize whatever sweet glories was been exhibited to him, Krishna, understanding that Brahma has some limited qualification, so Krishna, he withdrew the curtain of Yogamaya. Yogamaya and Mahamaya we have been discussing. So here he withdrew the curtain of Yogamaya. In other words, by the agency of Yogamaya, Krishna previously covered the boys, Krishna previously covered the calves, and himself also. And then on the other side, this is what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying. On the other side, Krishna was manifesting himself as so many covered boys and the calves, and for 1 year he was spending time with the mothers and the cows. And so this was all happening by the Yogamaya potency. Yogamaya is a potency by which Krishna is sometimes manifest and sometimes non-manifest. And what is Mahamaya? Mahamaya, on the other hand, is a potency which covers the actual reality and displays something unreal. So here, when Krishna, he lifted the curtain of Yog Maya, then the boys which were created by illusion of Mahamaya disappeared, the Vishnu Murtis disappeared, and now Brahma was mystified by seeing Krishna's opulence, and he was able to understand that Krishna is beyond logic. He is self-manifest, he is blissful. And if Krishna does not want himself to be revealed to anybody, nobody in this world, even though it is Brahma or Shiva or anybody, can understand him, even by reading so many scriptures. It is not possible unless Krishna wants himself to be revealed. So Lord Brahma came to his external consciousness, and he saw his own universe. He saw himself in Sri Vrindavan Dham, and he saw beautiful forest of Vrindavan Dham, and there he saw this coward boy Sri Krishna having the pot of rice and yogurt, and on his right hand he had so many pickles in each of his fingers, and he was eating them, and Brahma saw that. He also saw the coward boys, the original coward boys. They were playing. He also saw the calves. And then Brahma, seeing all these things, he got down from his swan carrier, and he went and offered his prostrated dandavats to the lotus feet of this little coward boy, Sri Krishna. And Brahma had 4 heads, and he was offering pranams with all his 4 heads. He was getting up and again going down and offering dandavats. He was doing this so many times. Actually, our Acharyas are saying, Vishwanath Thakur is saying that there is a famous saying that the demigods, they never touch the earth. But here, Brahma broke this rule, which indicates that Brahma gave up the abhiman or the prestige of being a demigod or being a supreme father of all the demigods. He gave that prestige and he surrendered himself to the lotus feet of the Lord. And since he had 4 heads in his 4 directions, with each head he had to do pranams. So with one head he used to do pranam, then get up again, then with the second head he used to do pranam, then again get up, then again third head he used to do pranam, again get up, with the 4th head he used to do pranam and again get up. And he bathed the lotus feet of the Lord with the tears flowing from his eyes. Abhishek of the Lord with the tears from his eyes. 4 heads and 8 eyes, so good amount of water was there. So actually this was an ecstasy. Brahma was in ecstasy. Brahma was falling down in ecstasy. Why? Because of the presence of the Supreme Lord Krishna. There was some ecstatic symptoms. And this again and again offering dandavats to the Lord, this is one of the symptoms. Especially in India, there is a punishment which has been given to the children who perform mischiefs in the school. They ask them to hold the hands like this, and 100 times they have to sit down and get up, sit down and get up. So some of the acharyas, they say that it was like this, that Brahma was again and again offering his dandavats and begging forgiveness for his mistakes, for this mistake he has committed. And then Vishwanath Thakur says that Brahma was wiping his tears from all his 4 heads. He was wiping his tears, and his head low, concentrating his mind. He was fully concentrating his mind on the lotus feet of the Lord, and his body was trembling. And we humbly began to offer some prayers to Lord Shri Krishna in this state of consciousness. Brahma's prayers are in 40 verses, but since there is some limitations of the time. So we are taking some few verses, and that too, to few verses we are only going glancing through it. We are not discussing it. Brahma said, "My dear Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of your mercy, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who want to speculate about how to understand you, even though they continue reading the Vedas for such a long time, they won't be able to figure out who are you. It's very difficult to know about your glories but simply by studying the Vedas. My dear Lord, I therefore pray at your lotus feet that if not in this birth as Brahma, then in another life as an animal species also, I don't mind. But please, I know because of this offense which I have committed, I should be shifted to an animal life, but which I don't mind, my dear Lord. But please see that I am counted as one of your devotees in whichever species I go. See that I always remain in the association of your Premi Bhaktas of Vrindavan. So, please see that I am counted as your devotees and I always remain engaged in your devotional service. Oh mighty Lord, how greatly fortunate are these cows and the ladies of Vrindavan. Using me as an instrument, you use this. I tried to test you, but using this movement, you became the child of so many mothers, and you as a calf, you drank the milk of so many cows. And in this way, to your full satisfaction, you accepted their service and you also gave full satisfaction to them. So taking the form of these cows and children, I can say by guarantee, my dear Lord, that all the Vedic sacrifices performed from time immemorial till date, till today, till present day, have not given you such satisfaction as you received in last 1 year by becoming the calf and becoming the children of so many gopis and cows of Vrindavan Dham. Aho bhagyam nanda gopa vrajavkasam yanmitra paramanandam purna brahma sanatanam. How greatly fortunate is Nanda Maharaj. How greatly fortunate are these cowherd men. How greatly fortunate are these inhabitants of Vrindavan, Vrajbhumi. There is no limit to their good fortune. Why? Why is Brahma saying this? Because that's the absolute truth, the source of transcendental bliss, the eternal supreme Brahman has become their friend. That same Krishna, who is very difficult for the yogis, who is very difficult for personality like Brahma to understand. Who is he? He has become a friend of all the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Then Brahma is saying, dear Lord, we demigods, including Lord Shiva and myself, we are actually very fortunate. How? Because we reside on the senses of the bodies of the residents of Vrindavan, because the demigod resides in our body. So there Brahma is saying that we also resides on the body of the residents of Vrindavan. And Brahma is saying that because the senses of these devotees of Vrindavan, using them, we reside on them, because using them, we drink the nectarian intoxicated beverage of your lotus feet, of your lotus association. So we stay on the bodies of those Brajvasis and we also get your association. My greatest possible good fortune will be, oh my dear Lord, please consider this, that please allow me to take birth in this Gokula forest. Please allow me to be born as a grass or anything you want. I just want to be in Gokula. I just want to stay in Vrindavan. And I want that the dust of the lotus feet of this great devotees, of your great devotees, it should be always, I shall get the touch of their lotus feet. One might ask, why is Brahma saying this? Because because the inhabitants of the Brajbhumis, their life and soul is Krishna, Mukunda. And the dust, who is this Mukunda? Because the dust of whose lotus feet is still being searched in the Vedic mantras. It is very difficult from the Vedas to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One needs to be an expert. Then Brahma is saying that it is very difficult for me to understand what reward are you going to give to your devotees, to your cowherd community. Because Putna, a demoness, came to kill you, but she was disguised as a mother, and you gave her a position in Golok Vrindavan. You made her as a mother. And not only Putna, but you have decided to deliver her entire family. Bakasur is delivered. Now I can see Aghasur, he also has gone to Vaikunta. So, oh my dear Lord, the destination which was supposed to be given to those devotees, those cowherd community of yours, those destination is attained by Putna. So I am bewildered, what are you going to give to them? Then Brahma is saying that I am trying to think that what reward is possibly there. Then he says in the end that these Brajvasis, whose home, whose wealth, whose friend, whose dear relations, bodies, children, and their very lives and hearts is you. There is no other reward but you. My dear Lord Krishna, until people become your devotees, once they become your devotees, then there is no bondage. But until people become your devotees, their material attachments and desires remains like thieves. Their home remains like prison, and their affectionate feelings for their family members remain like foot shackles. If a person is in jail, this is the situation. He is in the jail. He's in prison, and he's been tied up with so many shackles. So, if we are performing our if we performing our duties of taking care of our family and service to the nation, but we are not Krishna conscious. And we think that we are doing a very highly religious activity. But we are actually, if we are passionate about serving the nation, serving everybody but not Krishna, we are not Krishna conscious, and we are not doing our activities in Krishna consciousness, then we are actually completely deviating ourselves from the path of bhakti. Conversely, if we engage our family, our friends, and all our activities in the service of Krishna, then this becomes a part and parcel of our spiritual duties. Then even taking care of the family becomes a part and parcel of devotional service. It's like taking care of, if the family is and engaged in the service of the Lord in the house. That is why it is very important that the grahasthas especially should have deities in their house. So somehow or other the whole family is engaged in the service of the Lord. Every day they wake up, they do the Mangal Arati in the house. Then they can bathe the Lord every day. Someone can bathe the Lord every day. Someone can take the seva of offering the prasad bhoga to the Lord. Somebody can do the artis whenever the family members are there in the house. They can put the Lord to sleep. They can wake up. In this way, the different devotees, different family members can take different services. And in this way, they can have Harikatha. They can discuss Krishna Katha amongst them. So in this way, the entire family will be engaged in the service of the Lord, for the pleasure of the Lord. So such family is very much appreciated. And such family is not in the shackles of the Maya. Then Brahma is saying, my dear Lord, my dear Master, although you have nothing to do with this material existence, nothing, but still you come to this earth for delivering the conditioned souls and for giving pleasure to your devotees. Now, what is the reason for the Lord to appear here? The Lord appears here to attract the conditioned souls. When the Lord comes here, He performs various pastimes, and the conditioned souls, they get attracted to Him, and they develop relationship with Him in the form of servitorship, in the form of friendship, or conjugal love, or they become, or parental affection. So they develop a relationship with them by seeing the pastimes of the Lord. But one might say, oh, that was 5,000 years back. Krishna came, he performed pastimes, and he is gone. But now how are we going to get benefit? When Uddhava, when Krishna was at Prabhas Kshetra and he was instructing the 11th canto to Uddhava, at that time Uddhava said to Krishna, oh my dear Lord, please, I know you have appeared here, you have performed your pastime, and now you have to go back. I can see that. This is your plan. But may I request you something, my dear Lord? He said, yes. Uddhava said, please don't go. Because Kali Yuga has already started. And if you go, its effect is going to increase day by day. And then people will be bereft of Krishna consciousness. They won't take spiritual life seriously. So I want, because if you stay, things will go on very smoothly. He said, it's not possible, Uddhava, I have to go. My time is over. Time's up. I have to go back. Uddhava said, now please give us a solution. Then Krishna said, Krishna himself manifested in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna sudham pagate dharma jnana devi saha kalau nashtam nrashadesha puranarko adnodita. When Lord Sri Krishna went back to his abode, this Srimad Bhagavatam appeared. And Krishna said to Uddhava that I am personally present as Srimad Bhagavatam. Please consider this Srimad Bhagavatam non-different from me. Each and every verse in Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna. Just like the deities here are non-different from Krishna, the holy name which we chant is not different from Krishna. Similarly, this Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. And sadhus, the devotees of the Lord, they have the same business which Lord Sri Krishna had when he came down here to this planet Earth, delivering the conditioned souls. So sadhus, they sing the glories of the Lord, they sing the pastimes of the Lord in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and they attract the conditioned souls toward Krishna. They help in establishing a conditioned soul's relationship with Krishna. This is the service of the sadhus. By singing the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, one gets the same benefit what Putana got by coming in contact with Krishna. One will get the same benefit when we hear the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna is delivering Putana. Lord Shri Krishna's pastime of delivering Aghasur. One will get the same benefit. But this has to be done in the association of sadhus. This has to be done in the association of pure devotees. Oh, by mistake. Krishna Chaitanya. Please excuse me. Oh. Okay. Thank you. Then Brahma is saying, Jananta eva janantu kim bahuktya name prabhu manaso vapusho vacha vaibhavam tava gochara. Brahma is saying, my dear Lord, there are people in this world who say, I know everything about Krishna. Brahma is saying, my dear Lord, let them think like that. As far as I am concerned, I don't wish to speak much about this subject matter. He is saying that as far as your opulence are concerned, they are all beyond the reach of my mind, my words and my body. I, with my four heads, I cannot figure out. So please excuse me for this. And now Brahma is offering a prayer. He's offering a second last prayer. He's saying, Anujani himam brahmam Krishna sarvam tva vetsi sarvadruk tvameva jagatam natho jagat etat tavavarpitam. Brahma is saying, my dear Lord Krishna, I wish to humbly request you and I wish to take your leave from here. Srila Prabhupada in his Krishna books, he writes that Brahma is saying that to Lord Krishna that although you are the Supreme Lord of the creation, I sometimes falsely think that I am the master of the universe. I may be the master of this universe, but my dear Lord, you are the master of so many universes. There are innumerable Brahmas, there are innumerable Lord Shivas and so many other demigods serving you. You know everything. Please therefore accept me as your surrendered servant. I hope you will excuse me and you will forgive me for this mistake which I have committed unto your lotus feet. And my dear Lord, I don't wish to stay here anymore because I think I am disturbing your divine pastimes with the cowherd boys. So I wish to take your leave. Actually, Brahma wanted to stay there in the association of the Lord. He wanted to stay. Who will like to, that Lord is personally standing in front of you, which person would like to go away? He said, oh Lord, now I am leaving, okay? But Brahma saw that when he saw the intense love of the Brajvasis for Lord Shri Krishna, he felt himself unqualified to be in this stage, in that place. Because he was the creator of the Brahma, his abode is Brahma Loka, and here he is there in Vrindavan, in the assembly of Krishna's very dear and intimate associates. So Brahma was thinking that he was somewhat embarrassed and he was unhappy, and he was saying that let me go, my dear Lord. It is better I should leave from here. It is not a proper place for me. At least this is not a proper time. So, although Brahma was Brahma, he offered so many prayers, 40 verses he offered to Lord Krishna, but Krishna didn't utter a word. He didn't utter a word. He was silent. Brahma prayed that he wanted to become a blade of a grass in Vrindavan. He wanted to take the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees in Vrindavan. He was praying. Sincerely he was praying. It was not that he was pretending. He was sincerely praying to be like that. And that is the aspiration of a devotee. He was sincerely praying. But Krishna, seeing Krishna's silence, complete silence, Brahma thought that better I think I should go back and perform my devotional service which Lord has given me of being a creator. I should do that service nicely. Now Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he is trying to understand why was Krishna silent. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that Krishna is thinking that where did this four-headed Brahma come from? And why is this speaking words to me? I am a simple cowherd boy. And why is he getting again and again up and offering dandavats to me with his four heads? Why is he doing this? Krishna was not able to figure out. Lord Brahma initially considered Krishna as an ordinary boy, ordinary cowherd boy of Vrindavan. So here, now Krishna is pretending himself that he doesn't know him. And what's going on? Why is the supreme creator of the universe, Brahma, is offering prayer to a coward boy? So Krishna was just amazed and he was eating his yogurt and rice while Brahma was offering his prayers. What's going on? According to Srila Sanatana Goswami, the calves and the boys remained in the forest and on the river bank respectively for 1 complete year. Remember, the Krishna left them to find the calves. So they were there for the 1 complete year. But this was not seen. Sanatana Goswami is saying that this was not seen by anyone. The calves and the boys, they also did not realize that 1 year has passed by. After Brahma surrendered and offered prayers, actually, when Brahma was offering prayers, Krishna was thinking, I need to go back to my cowherd boys and eat the food. Can you please go from here? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, can this four-headed Brahma please go from here so that I can go and join my boys? I just went to search the calves. I am back with the calves. And now I have to go back and eat food. So Krishna goes to his friends. Now see what are they saying. Uchuscha sruhadam Krishna swagatam te tirahansaha naiko apya bhoji kavala ehita sadhu bhujyatam. The coward friends of Krishna said, Oh Krishna, you are back so quickly. We have not eaten anything since you are left. We are just talking. And we are just playing here. So please come and have your meal here without distraction. Now don't go anywhere. Now the calves are back, so you don't go anywhere. You please sit here with me and meet with us and let's have the meal. It's getting late. Then the Lord Rishikesha, smiling, sat in the company of his cowherd boys and finished his lunch. And then, on that day, while going back to Gokul, back home, to their home, Krishna showed the cowherd boys, look, the Aghasur, the dead body of Aghasur was still lying there. And the cowherd boys, yes, they all remembered, yes, Aghasur, we did it today. You killed Aghasur today. Adyanena mahavyalo yashodananda sununa hato avita avayam chasmad iti bala vrane brajay jagu. So all these cowherd boys with their thousands and lakhs of calves entered the pasturing grounds of Nanda Maharaj. And they played their bugle and Krishna started playing his flute. And as soon as they heard Krishna's flutes and so many bugles, the mothers, they became very happy and became very jubilant. They became very ecstatic. Mother Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, and all the other gopis which had motherly affection, parental affection, they all came out to greet their boys. And then the cowherd boys, entering the village of Braja, they sang the glories of Lord Shri Krishna, saying, and they went to their mother Yashoda, their respective mothers, and they said, Oh mother, do you know, today Krishna killed Aghasur. And then they heard everything, how Krishna killed Aghasur. This is Brahma Vimohana Lila. Thank you very much. So, before we could end our session, for spreading, we are rendering some services to the devotees and in the form of some projects. For spreading the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam and to establish and to open Bhagavat schools, we have a project called as Bhagavat Vidyalaya. Bhagavat Vidyalaya is very simple way of opening school. We need around 15 students per in a class, 10 to 15 students per class, and we need 3 teachers. 3 teachers because if a teacher is busy or he goes to Vrindavan or Mayapur or he is busy with his activities, and the other teacher can continue the program. Normally what happens in a congregation program when it is going on, when the teacher has to go for some work, the congregation program stops. That's why we had these 3 teachers for this program. We provide the syllabus, we give some basic training to the teachers how they can give classes, and in this way they can start their own Bhagavat school anywhere and everywhere they want. Other than that, this is Bhagavat Vidyalaya. We have a self-study course on Srimad Bhagavatam. Generally, the devotees, when they have fear in terms of reading Srimad Bhagavatam. The fear is the vastness of the literature, and the second is when they read Srimad Bhagavatam, and when they reach a certain canto, let's say 5th or 6th canto, they don't remember what is in the first canto. And when they reach 10th canto, they don't remember what is in the 7th canto, 8th canto. We have this self-study course in Srimad Bhagavatam which takes care of this problem, both the problems, and helps you to come closer to Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is self-study course on Srimad Bhagavatam. Other than that, we have a Bhagavat teacher training course. For devotees who are willing to give classes, they want to speak about the glories of the Lord, they want to give classes, but they need some help, how to read Srimad Bhagavatam, how to prepare notes, how to give classes, how to prepare for their classes. So we help devotees with that, and so this is Bhagavat teacher training course. Along with that, we have a magazine called as Nityam Bhagavat Seva e-magazine. It has been published since 2014, Moksha Ekadashi, and we cover, it comes out every Ekadashi, and we do this, we conduct this magazine with the help of the teachings of the Acharyas, and we are going canto wise. So we are currently in the 5th canto, so first four cantos are ready, and devotees, if they want to read, our magazine is available online. So these are some of the services which we render, and these are all free of cost. We don't charge anything from anyone for this service. From last 2.5 years we are doing this, and it is done as a free service. The teaching course is not online. I personally give that when I am traveling around, so I personally give that. It's not online, it's not an online course. I'd like to do it personally. If you want, we can have here some, it just needs 2 hours course, but we can do it in 1 hour also. If you want to, you can discuss with your small group, and we can have this course here today, because tomorrow morning 9 o'clock I'll leave for India. So you can have this course here in the breaks.
Is it different from Gopipran Dhan Prabhu's school? Same?
No, it is different. This is different, Prabhuji.
Is part of the GBC?
This is ISKCON project. Yes, officially ISKCON. It is an ISKCON approved project.
Machhavata Prabhu also started in
that is closed. That school is closed.
That school is that.
They had to close the school. Gopipalana left the body. Machhavata was conducted for some time, but they closed now.
Because when I met him, that I am continuing that service.
Oh, when?
2 years.
Yeah, but
it was in Parikrama.
Yeah. Now it is closed. We will open maybe again, but for now it is closed.
We also have a desire to have a Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya in Vrindavan.
And
this course.
Maharaj also having a Bhagavat school.
Yes, in Vada. So we, on the similar lines which the devotees in Chopati they are doing in Vada, on the similar lines, Bhakti Rasamrit Maharaj and Bhakti Dheer Damodara Swami, these are our board members for our projects, And with their help, we have a desire to start a Bhagavat Mahavidyalaya in Vrindavan, which will teach Sanskrit, Bengali, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita and the tikas of the acharyas. This is our desire. And this education will be given free of cost to the students. We will not charge anything from anyone for this education. That will be a 3-year course. 3-year course. So we have a website called as NBS Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya MAG magazine, nbsmag.com. Those who want to subscribe to our magazine for the self-study course on Srimad Bhagavatam, or if you want to start Bhagavat Vidyalaya anywhere, wherever you want, we can provide the curriculum and everything. And regarding the training, we can give it via Skype also. And so this, you can visit the website. When you take prasadam, all these projects in the form of the banners are hanging in the prasadam area. You can see 3 banners which will give you some more detail about these projects. So before I could end my session, I would like to thank Maharaj and for his mercy and for his encouragement, for sitting here and listening. This is a big encouragement for me. He is very dear to so many devotees in India. This is for the first time I am getting his association. I am very fortunate. I also want to thank Mukundatta Prabhu and Prabhuji for his encouragement, and especially Gaurahari Prabhu for making this arrangement of Bhagavat Mahotsava. One of our projects is to start this Bhagavat Mahotsavas everywhere. This is the first Bhagavat Mahotsava by the mercy of Gaurahari Prabhu. We have started this Bhagavat Mahotsava here. We also have some offers to start this Bhagavat Mahotsava in USA and in India. Radhesham Prabhu in Pune, he also wants to have this Bhagavat Mahotsava in Pune. So this is the first one. Radha Madan Mohan has graced it here. So I'm very, very thankful to them for making this arrangement. I hope all of you have liked this concept of absorbing oneself in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam so many hours in a day. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।